Google stock was once the hottest stock on the market. Everyone wanted to own it, but right now it has fallen from a PE ratio of 66 to 20. The question is, why has it become so cheap? Is it still a good investment? Okay, so if we look at Google, it is the second most profitable company in the entire world, only sitting behind Saudi Aramco, the Saudi oil giant. So it generates a lot of money for its shareholders. You know, it's above Apple, Microsoft, Buffett, Berkshire, Nvidia, Amazon, and this profit has just grown and grown like crazy. Through the past 25 years, in the rise of the internet, Google has basically profited one of the most out of all of the companies in the world. So 2004, it made $0.85 billion in earnings. And then since then, it's grown and grown and grown. 2010 was 10 billion, 2015 was 19 billion, 2020 it was 50 billion, and now it's 133 billion. So if you look at the past, the earnings growth has been crazy. So let's think about it. Where does Google get its revenue from? Well, we've actually got the data for that. This is based on 2024, I believe, but 2025 is going to be very similar. Most of this money comes from Google search. Then you got 10% in YouTube ads, and then you got the Google network, Google Other, and Google Cloud. But most of this revenue comes from Google search, which is basically you search something in on Google, Apple stock, ads pop up, and Google gets paid. That's where Google makes most of its money. And if you think about the business model itself, it's such a great business model because all they did was made the software, they made the search engine, and then people can just go and use it, and Google just get paid for basically doing nothing. All of the software has already been done. They just get paid because people are searching and big companies are advertising on their network. They don't even have to do much additional work apart from maintaining the software, maintaining the website, maintaining the search engine. So a great business model, innovative business model, high growth in the past. Why is it selling for such a cheap PE ratio? Well, that's when we come to this thing here, ChatGPT. I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. More and more people are using this. I don't think that you call this a search engine, but they're using this to search their different queries, their different questions to get information instead of searching over here on Google. In the past, basically everyone used Google. Still, right now, basically everyone uses Google, but there's a switch starting to happen. Let's look at ChatGPT. It says over here, Google handles over 13 billion searches per day. ChatGPT, in its Q&A chat interface, which is over here, processes around 1 billion queries daily. That means ChatGPT accounts for roughly 7 to 8% of the volume seen by Google in daily search style queries. That's a lot. 7 to 8%, 1 billion compared to 13 billion. We're still early in the AI era. People are not just going to change their internet habits, like that. That's why I'm quite surprised that this number is so large. Now, obviously, the people who are using this here, ChatGPT, are generally the more tech savvy people, the younger people who are using ChatGPT, because let's be honest, it actually delivers better results. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's not just me. It does deliver more accurate results, and it's more summed up, easier to read. So if more people switch to this engine here and stop searching over here, it simply means Google search businesses either doesn't grow as much as it would, or just slows down, or it crashes in terms of users. It means less people see advertisements, and therefore Google gets less revenue. So what is Google doing about it? Well, let me show you. So let's do a Google search. Let's just say, how much revenue does Apple make? Okay. As you can see, Google before used to just give you the different websites that were relevant to your search query. This is through the use of Gemini, their AI sector of the company. It gives you an AI overview to give more relevant results. And as you can see, straight away, you get the exact answer you wanted. Apple generated $391 billion in terms of revenue, and it gives you a bit of a breakdown on where this revenue comes from and whatnot. So this is very relevant information, whereas before it would just give you the websites. You'd have to click on the websites and then find the number. So this is how Google is fighting back. But if you listen to the expert, if you use the platform, ChatGPT is number one in these kind of overview search results. The question is, will people still stay and just use Google search and be content with getting an AI overview, or will they look to just use ChatGPT, which is still considered the better way of doing things if you listen to the tech people? That is a huge thing that investors are kind of concerned about, and why they're not willing to pay as high a multiple to own Google stock as they would in the past. The question is, it's a multiple of 20, which is in this current market is considered low. Is Google stock a good buy? A lot of that depends on what you think is going to happen to their search business.